I hate you, Leo.
Why do you hate me, man?
I don't know. You just come in here and pretend you're not Italian.
What?
And, I don't like your kind.
I am so Italian. That's everywhere I go. I try to tell. I slip it in conversation.
You and every other Italian.
That's right. Dude, we're proud. We're proud of our people.
Ryan Long, who I did a stand-up show with this week, and he had a joke that said, seems like Italian guys take a DNA test every morning and go, yes.
Yeah, dude. Well, obviously, I mean, we have some of the best looking people in the world, some of the best athletes in the world. We have a great artistic, beautiful history.
Yeah. But that died off about 400 years ago.
A couple of the best artists of all times. Da Vinci.
It's been a long time.
We have Michelangelo, the Sistine Chapel.
Oh yeah, that happened. Was that this year? Was that in 2023 that the Sistine Chapel got painted by Michelangelo?
You know what we did this year, Danny?
What'd you do this year?
You have any pasta, buddy boy? What would you eat? Huh? Hamburgers? What do your people do besides pies? Okay, Americans haven't done anything.
Listen, I don't eat pasta on a regular basis, Leo, which is why my physique is sleek and trim.
Here we go.
And which is why you can't say the same thing.
Here we go. Right? Well, Danny, in the Italian culture, having a little belly, it's a sign of being an aristocrat, having money, having the cash flow to eat well. You know what I mean? Women like it. They like those tan, fat guys that are on yachts with the chains. I'm going to be one of those guys. I'm going to be a tan, fat guy on a yacht with a chain with a couple of young hotties. Okay. I don't care why they're there. I don't care if they're there for my money.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be you. Just fat and on a yacht.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. The Italian people being fat, if that's the one point of pride you have these days, I feel sorry for you guys. I feel very sorry for you guys.
Multiple World Cups,
When was the last time the Italians got a World Cup? And also, it's in soccer.
2014, something like that.
Can you look that up, Austin? Fact check whether or not the Italians got a World Cup in 2014.
I remember them winning it. I believe it was around then.
Well, I do think the Italians I think it's an inferior country, but I really don't believe that firmly. I just wanted to start the podcast saying I didn't like you.
Well, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate that. Well, everything going on in the world, you got to add a little, you got to pile on the negativity. You know what I mean? We got to...
Let's see. Oh, it looks like Brazil. Leandro might have won the World Cup.
Well, where's Italy, dude?
Yeah, it looks like it's been quite a while.
There it is.
1990.
No. They won after
that. They got third place in 1990.
Go down. What is this? What are you on right now? This isn't... This is not...
Yeah, this is...
FIFA
what is this? This is FIFA.com official World Cup results. Okay. Yeah, let's go to a more credible website. Yeah, this isn't... This won't
Wait a second. They won recently.
So you made up a fantasy about their soccer prowess, and then you made up a scene with you and young women on a yacht.
Stop. 2014. Italy win in 2014. They won. See?
Germany won.
Sorry, 2006. There it is. Italy were the champions. 1934, 38, 82, and 2006.
I don't believe that, dude. 2006.
It's recorded.
2006 was pre-mobile phones. Nobody could report what was going on.
I remember it. It was on ESPN.
I think Croatia won in 2006.
Why are they not 2006 final game? See, there it is. Boom.
They lost that game.
No, they won. Actually, they won.
All right. No. Well, okay. Leo, let's get to more pressing issues. The Jews. I guess. I got nothing. So what's up, buddy? How was your weekend?
It was good, man. What did I do? I laid around and kind of sulked a little bit. Got a tan. I got a tan. Okay. I went around, got a tan a couple times.
What were you sulking about?
Just trying to come up with new sob stories for new chicks.
And then when you're doing sob stories, to work them out, you have to get into the mindset of a sad guy.
You nailed it.
Wow.
I'm the Pacino of, getting the ladies. So I got to really be method when I'm coming up with these sob stories.
For people who don't know, Leo believes one of the best approaches to seducing a girl, you've been espousing this as early as 2018. I remember you taught In Laniggi this move in a main channel video called Amazing Transformation. You tell a girl a really sad story about your life in order to make her, feel like she knows you better?
Exactly. Or that you are, an insight into your soul. It's kind of showing vulnerability when you are a masculine figure.
Yeah.
It gives women kind of a glimmer into a different side of you, and it makes them, more likely to, gag on your ball sack and cock.
So if he found a beautiful Bavarian 20-year-old, the perky set of tits, he's like, "Oh, Dyson. People, I think, they only respect me because they fierce in me."
Yes.
You think the girl will be like, "Oh, Führer."
Oh, yeah. I think if he showed that, yes, he was a dictator with a lot of power, but really it was only because people thought that they might get murdered, right? They followed his orders. I think if he really leaned into that, oh yeah,
that's a
little stash there, you know.
I remember you told me that it got reported that Julian Casablancas from The Strokes, the rock star, I liked this because, you know,
was using a sob story.
Yeah, we heard through the grapevine that Julian Casablancas was banging out some chick using a sob story about how, ever since the record Angles came out, I feel like my looks are not what they used to be, and I'm just an old man. But I get up there and just do my thing on stage every night.
Yeah,
and,
dude. Imagine
you loved that, huh?
I love that. Imagine a rock star telling a chick that he just doesn't feel as attractive anymore. That is a surefire way to get some pussy.
Wow. So you are in a darkened room, lying around. This is between tanning sessions, multiple tanning sessions. You
workout sessions too.
I had a workout session on the beach in Pacific Beach, San Diego yesterday by myself in the afternoon. Beautiful down there.
It's San Diego's
beautiful.
Great, it's great. It's a little overridden by bums, just like LA is, but otherwise, I mean, it's a little bit better. It's probably just slightly better in like tiny bit better weather.
Yeah.
It's somehow better weather than
pollution.
LA.
It's probably a lot better.
It's a lot better.
San Diego, dude, in the Mission Bay area, I parked my car in a neighborhood, was walking toward the beach, but first I encountered the bay situation, which is just gorgeous. You feel like you're in the south of France.
Pretty much, man. I mean, yeah, there are places in SoCal that look like the south of France. 100%.
It's gorgeous. The chicks in San Diego are effing hot.
Yeah, they are.
Every other guy down there looks like a retired firefighter
100%.
or Navy pilot who's got a son and a Labrador retriever that he's throwing a football around with.
Don't you love that Mexico is just a stone's throw away too? You can get if you want to get next level shady.
If that father threw his football really far, it might land in Mexico.
Right.
And if he went and picked up the football, he might wind up at Hong Kong, the whorehouse, banging a hooker.
That's right. My favorite pitcher ever in the history of all time was this guy named David Wells. He pitched a perfect game for the Yankees, and he was well known for doing it absolutely still drunk from the SNL party that he went to the night before, right? And when he was kind of in his later years, they shipped him off to the Padres, and he was well known to drive in from TJ completely hammered and probably coming from some whorehouse and come in and pitch and just shove.
Shove?
That's a term. It's called when you shove as a pitcher, you're doing well.
I like that. And when you shove at Hong Kong?
Well, you're doing well in there too.
Yeah.
You think? I mean, I feel like they probably have like the Hong Kong girls, they're working here in TJ at this whorehouse. They probably have like a favorite, don't you think? There's a guy that comes in, just an absolute stud that just makes love to him.
I would assume that the star MLB pitcher who comes in and shoves, I would assume they like him a little bit better than the drunk peasant who wanders in from the hillside. Like,
well, he looked...
Hey, senoritas.
Fat dude, David Wells, Danny, he looked basically like a fat Mexican
peasant from the hillside.
Basically, yeah. He was a fat guy.
Did he come in from the hillside though?
Not from the hillside, at least. He wasn't dirty.
Yeah.
But he came in.
The hill dwellers.
They stink.
It's ironic that in LA, people who live in the hills are rich. But if you go down to Rio de Janeiro or Mexico City, the people who live in the hills live in shanties. Strange, huh?
It is, because I look at the hills as a place to go where it's harder for the enemy to get to you. You know, it is safer than the flats. I mean,
safer from flooding.
Safer from flooding, safer from earthquakes, safer from intrusions, safer. I was going to name a ethnicity of humans, but I can't do that.
Well, just say it, Italians, because according to you, they're all fat and they can't walk uphill very easily.
You know what? Italians, I know I didn't get enough Italians out here in LA, but I mean, I would have probably been annoyed at like a little Joe Pesci guy who was always bossing me around and he couldn't even fight, but he would be so violent that by default, he's a good fighter. Like that's what Pesci is in Goodfellas. He's not a good like hand-to-hand guy, or he can't box, but he'll grab a mug. He'll grab that mug and smash it on your head when you're not looking. And it's gonna he might win the fight based on
absolutely.
That.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. If I was in New York around those real greaseball guys all day, every day, I probably would have I would probably be like, I don't fuck Italians sometimes,
Well, we're going to New York this coming week, and we have a show on the 5th of July.
Hey. Did you hear that? 5th of July. So, you could party it up. And then guess what? 8 p.m. the next day, by the time you're sober again, party it up again with the boys. So if you're in New York City or honestly, Virginia, if you're in Washington, D.C.,
Florida.
Yeah, fly up.
If you're in Nevada.
Connecticut.
If you're in, well, that's a little closer than Nevada.
Well, yeah. But
if your move there was to go, like if you're in Hawaii,
Right.
Australia, Japan.
If you are in New Zealand, if you are in Madagascar,
Yeah.
do we
We'd
have
love
a fan? Do we have a fan in Madagascar?
Bring a lemur. That'll serve as your ticket and just show up.
Yep.
I wonder if we have one fan in Madagascar.
I would be willing to guess that we do have a fan.
Can you look up the population of Madagascar, Austin?
It's an island off the coast of Africa, right? It's not even in Africa.
Yes.
Well, it's in Africa, technically. It's Africa. But
It's got a bunch of species that live only there. Once we get Danny Duncan, Mr. Beast money, I would love to take Dino to Madagascar and just give him a GoPro and film 24 hours alone in the Madagascan jungle with Dino.
I don't want to say this, but I think that his brain has been like just not molded at all, right? So I think he could just be trained by either the indigenous or a couple of monkeys could take him under their wing, and Dino would just become a feral, like he would hunt for his own food. I mean, he would be fine.
Dino, have you seen, Dino is of course, holding our action camera here looking at us. Dino, have you ever seen the wild thornberries? You ever seen the little feral child? Dude, that's Dino. If you go to Madagascar, I mean, what are you even doing in humanity? Like, you don't need to be in a first world country, Dino. I feel like your brain power is being wasted here, and it's better to be a big fish in a small pond. Shouldn't Dino just go absolutely kill it in Madagascar?
Dino, I mean, you would have some sort of direction if you at least went to Madagascar and tried to survive in the jungles.
Get from one tree to the other. You wake up every day with that being your goal.
I don't know how. If he does, well, more than likely, I mean, I'm giving him a lot of credit saying that he's going to be like surviving, like he's going to really kill it out there, but more than likely he's going to die. And I think it's going to be like in just the dumbest way possible. He's going to eat something that everyone knows is poison.
Austin, are you paying attention over here? Are you dozing off?
No, I'm checking if Harley's going to be here.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, cool.
Yeah, we got some guy who fucking eats a lot of food or something coming.
Yeah, I used to watch some of his YouTube videos when I was like, it was some of the first guys that people would put on. Like I would like, it was like 2005, Danny, and I would go over to like a buddy's house, and I barely even had porn because I only had the family computer, you know, and I wouldn't go on there because Julia would do just he would just really, do a deep dive into all the recycled bins and shit. And if you didn't delete it off the recycle bin, it'd be over. So people would
especially in your case, it'd be gay porn too. So
right,
disownment coming down the pike.
I was 19. No, the thing. So people would put on Epic Mealtime, and it was shocking that these guys were making these meals. But really, also, I remember people putting on Vitaly, would probably scripted videos where he'd go up to those girls.
Oh, Vitalis were fake, 100%.
Yeah, he would go up to the girls and be like, "Do you want to make out?" Yeah, okay. And then they'd make out, and I'd be like, "Dude, this guy's fucking tight."
Yes,
I was an idiot. I gave him a few views.
If I could go back to 2012, I don't think I would put all my money in Apple or Amazon or bet on some World Series win. I would be like, oh, now I have to fake as many pranks as possible until the year about 2017 when the gravy train runs out. Right. And I will be a multi-millionaire.
Dude, just based on those views alone, right?
Dude, gold digger pranks, Leo. We fucking pay some whore. Yeah. We find a Middle Eastern guy and give him a shout out in exchange for a Lambo for the day. Yeah. And bam, whore, Middle Eastern, Lambo, a guy like Dino. Yep, ticket to success. Yeah. Just like fucking you do one without the Lambo, like, hey, what's up, mama? A lot of the guys, those early pranksters, you're right, were either Eastern European or like Middle Easterners, like, hey, what's up, mama? I wonder if I can get your number. Yeah. Like, I'm not interested, okay? I have a boyfriend. Oh, that's too bad because I have Lamborghini. All right. I want to suck your dick. Too bad. I don't like gold digger. Oh. Oh, video over. It's like a 30-second video, 89 million views. 89 million views.
damn it.
Can we pull one up, Austin, right now?
Why the fuck were so many kids? It was all like young kids like me, obviously. I guess that was like how YouTube started. It was really just the youngins using it because nobody else gave a shit.
Yeah. And after spending our lives watching so much scripted television, we assumed that because it was a jagoff with a camera that it was real. And social, here we go, gold digger prank, 48 million, Vitaly.
1 minute, dude.
1 minute video, 105 exactly. And this is like the top shelf right here.
Right.
I mean, this is the Mad Men of gold digger pranks.
And Vitaly ended up just beating the shit out of some random chick.
Watch this art right here.
What's up, cutie? What's going on?
Rewind it with the volume up, Austin. It'll start from the beginning. Here we go.
What's up, cutie?
So a chick's walking up a stairwell. They're at the beach. Vitaly's eyeing her up.
What's up, cutie?
Hey,
What's going on?
not too much.
Hey, I was looking at you and I thought you were really pretty and I wanted to get your number. Is that too much to ask for, or
You know,
let's go
I
out to dinner?
usually go out to dinner with people
Oh yeah, who you go to dinner? By yourself?
sometimes.
Oh wow. That's I don't usually ask twice, but you sure you don't want to go out with me?
Your car?
Yeah, that's my car. Why?
Well, I might be able to go out to dinner with you.
You might.
Bar down the street if you want to go.
There's what?
There's a bar down the street.
Oh, now you want to. Too bad. I don't like gold diggers.
I like how the chick's not even hot. This chick's probably like his cousin.
Dude, yeah. 48 million.
It's clearly a rental too. It's got a rental number on the window.
Unbelievable.
The chick looks like a girl stocking shelves at a supermarket. He didn't even go through the effort, Leo, of DMing a bunch of really hot chicks on Instagram.
Right.
He didn't even give us a juicy booty to look at. Let's watch one more, Austin. Can you go back? Let's scroll down until we find a Middle Eastern guy. So it's not going to be Vitaly. Let me approve it before. Yeah, just go gold digger Lamborghini. That works. Scroll down. Let's go
still at
Human,
it,
dude.
dude.
Human, dude. 3 years ago. Human's is going to be good. Here's the middle.
Skip ahead.
Here's the Middle Eastern variety. We got Bang Energy sponsorship,
Skip ahead.
which is how you know it's a quality video coming down.
Okay, well, they gave us a booty to look at.
Okay, we got a chick with a huge ass.
That's
Press pause real quick. So this was the development. It started out the first. So Vitaly was like the Richard Pryor of doing these kind of pranks. Here, like Human is the Louis C.K. You know, he picked it up and he took it to the next level. He devised making the girls look really, really slutty, telling them like, "Hey, before you come out for the shoot tomorrow, make sure we see the bottom of your ass. That way, you got something to look at in the thumbnail, and it drives up the viewership. Nice innovation, Human. Let it roll."
all right.
Hey, Mom. Yeah. I'm at the store right now. Relax. I'll get it for you.
Great actors, these guys too.
Oh, crap. I forgot my wallet, Mom. You made me hurt. Hold on. I got to go. There's someone here I'm gonna talk to. Hey there. Is this store
mic's
still
just-
open?
I just came from there.
She's Mike
Are
too.
they closing
Oh
like
my
10 minutes
God.
still?
I don't know.
6 p.m.?
I'm not sure.
She's
I have
Mike.
some things to buy for my mom because she's making dinner, and I'm in a hurry. They're closing in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I left my wallet at home.
Oh,
so
that's
stupid.
a bummer, huh?
Yeah. Would it be terrible to ask you, I mean, if I Venmo you in like 30 minutes when I get home or PayPal you or whatever, would you be, is it possible? It's not for me. My mom wants to cook.
Sorry, I
No.
don't think I can spare anything.
I know, it's a weird question.
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because, I mean, can't like trust strangers, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
do
yeah.
I not seem like a
Strangers.
trustworthy guy?
Yeah. The guy who attached a lavalier to your fucking
really trustworthy.
tits 5 minutes ago.
Okay,
Stranger.
what about this way? If you spared whatever it's going to cost, 10, 20 bucks, I'll take us on a
I like how he's
later,
building
and I'll
suspense
spend
here.
100
This is genius, Leo.
You seem cool.
Yeah, I have a boyfriend at home.
Oh, you do?
Not
Wow,
just
today is
a
just my lucky day. I forgot
Oh,
my
wow.
wallet,
He's
I
really
talked to
setting it
my
up.
boyfriend.
He's
I
setting up the
respect
big
loyalty. You sound
reveal.
like a very
Said
person.
no to giving him money and as a boyfriend. Uh-oh. The camera's going to zoom out. What's he walking toward? He's walking away.
Cold.
Whoa!
Maybe I can find some cash in here.
Ferrari. Oh, the girl walks over to him.
This is my car, yeah, but I'm trying to get the trunk to open so I can look for some cash. I might have like 20, 30 bucks in here from the car wash.
Yeah, it looks like you would.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a nice car. Go.
Thank you. I don't want to interrupt
This
what
is.
you're
I
doing. If you
can't
have to go
believe
home,
they
it's
had the
fine.
nerve to mic her.
I mean, I don't have to go home. I just didn't have
can't
money
believe
to
you believe
spare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it looks like you've got plenty, so.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad.
There.
I was in a hurry, so I forgot my wallet.
Yeah,
Maybe
how
there's
do
some
you even
cash
drive in your
here.
car without your wallet?
Don't ask me. It's a. My mom
He's
my mom
flirty,
wants
Leo.
chicken and
Leo,
potatoes and
press
tomatoes.
pause real quick. Leo is seething with anger. Leo hasn't said anything, and he looks more angry than I've seen him in a while.
I'm just calculating how much money he made from this fucking video.
Dude, there's 8 minutes left of this video. Let it play, dude. Let it play.
Make it happen. All right.
Wait, this
What is gonna happen?
I'm just more
you.
mad at Dino because I know Dino's
Sheesh,
watched.
how can I forget my
Dino's watched so many of these.
I mean,
Dino has
what
watched
about this?
so many. He's got to drink.
Oh, he's got a bag.
I can go to your.
Hold on. Sorry. One second. Mom, I'm
I
at
can't
the
even
store.
take the
What do you
phone
want?
call.
They're closing in 5
Scrub
minutes.
forward a little bit, Austin. I have to see what the hell they packed into this shit. Okay, now the girl's getting in the Ferrari.
Angle.
Okay. Can I sit in the driver's seat?
I don't
Oh
usually
my
do this,
god!
but sure. Just don't scratch anything.
Okay. Ooh.
Does your boyfriend have a nice car?
Not as nice as this one.
I see.
I'll have to give you my number so you can send those pictures to me.
I mean, I can just airdrop them to you right now.
My phone's in the car.
Okay, you want me to text it to you?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Keep scrolling.
Okay.
Keep
What's-
scrolling, Austin. What the fuck is gonna happen? See,
I'll
this is
probably
what
go
happened. This is what happened. They realized that Vitali got that high view count, Leo.
Oh, yeah.
But in 1 minute and 5 seconds, there wasn't enough watch time to rack up real AdSense money. So Human, the Louis C.K. of Gold Digger pranks, innovation, baby. 10-minute Gold Digger video. 10 minutes of insufferable, inane babble.
Oh, now I mean, still you got to do the Danny Mullen gold digger prank though. Like put your own spin on it, dude.
I like
What would
it.
you do?
This is how we do the Danny Mullen Gold Digger prank.
Saltine's gotta be the rich
we
guy.
get actually no. We find out who this girl is,
Yeah.
and we invite her to the shoot. We promise we'll pay her a lot of money, big Instagram shout out. We invite Human. We pretend that we're the CFO of Bang Energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
So he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I would love to do another brand deal. I'm like, yeah, man, we're talking about our third quarter expenditure.
Hell
We're talking
yeah.
about, and then here's what we do, Leo. We line the two of them up against a wall and we shoot them both with a bazooka loaded with Bang Energies. All right.
I'm down.
Is that a good gold digger
That's
prank?
That's a good gold digger prank, baby.
The Gold Digger prank is on Human, who wants to get a big brand deal.
Oh man, the world isn't fair per se. But I mean, what do you think you think this guy's still getting views? Who knows?
We're gonna look. I want to see what the comments are because if I'm gonna lose, I might just jump out this window and try
Yeah.
to kill myself. If the comments are positive
They're gonna be.
and credulous, I can't, Leo.
They're gonna
This is like the equivalent of the Tyga song "Rack City, Bitch." That's the level of art we have. Rack City, bitch. Rack City,
City,
bitch.
bitch.
Imagine how many rappers there are that are like really good lyricists and
Yeah.
have been grinding. They're doing rap battles. They're producing their own shit. And then Tyga comes along like, Rack City, bitch. Rack
Yeah,
City.
no, the Tiger's just banging so many hot girls, dude.
Just
You're not
Rack
so
City,
fans.
bitch. Rack City,
I'm
bitch.
surprised that you hate that song because that is kind of the Danny Mullen rap song because it is about titties.
But
Rack City, dude.
dude, I don't go to strip clubs.
Would you
Leo.
go to Rack City?
I don't go. I wouldn't
going to
waste
Rack
my
City?
time. If I want to get some pussy, I go to a whorehouse like a real American. Okay, I'm not throwing 20s at some titties, bitch. Fucking
Dude.
Human, dude. I wonder if our friend Harley's gonna have anything to say about Human TV.
Well, he might have some knowledge of the internet gang because he's been in it for so long. What up,
What's
Harley?
up, man?
Good to
What's going
meet you,
on,
man.
dude? We Harley, we're reviewing mid 2010 Gold Digger pranks right now.
Yeah,
Trying
right
to
there,
wrap
right
our
there,
head
that
around
microphone
them.
right there.
What's up, man? Oh, very nice to meet you.
Good to meet
Yeah.
you, big
yeah,
guy.
I'm not going to blow you. You came at me with your hips out there. And that was
Why would you blow me with thick dicks over here?
exactly.
You heard about this guy's thick dick?
I guessed it actually. I was at a party. I
Wow.
was like, this guy, like,
Dino, sure
guys.
enough.
It's always guys that look like that.
Yeah, it is.
God blessed him with something.
It
you know?
is-
Or it looks like God gave him nothing, put it all there. I'm just joking around, by the way. It's a goof.
You're right, though. You're actually spot on.
He did.
It's
the shirt that I got for you too.
oh, Holly Day. Wow. We just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
loading on the guests.
Keep loading him on, dude.
Okay. What's going on, Holiday? Yeah, we've got
How are you?
a show tonight. Whoa, another person coming up?
Is another person coming up?
Priyank,
Oh yeah, Priyank. Shit, I overbooked this pod, but we have 2 pods, so you can Priyank. Pause.
Go bring us some Slurpees, okay? Employed. He works at 7-Eleven. It's not racist.
Just hang out wherever, my friend.
He actually does. What?
The Slurpee is gonna be my way.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna put his penis in it, like he said.
That's what I gathered too from that. That was what I thought that was.
Well,
code for.
it's funny because he does say that I don't know if you know this, but the Indian guys at 7-Eleven, they have a very dirty humor, and they make a lot of penis jokes with the hot dogs, but they also do the popcorn trick with the Slurpee machine. Did you know that?
No,
They
with-
put,
Yeah,
they
do
put
that.
to each other, so they'll be
Oh,
holding
okay,
a Slurpee.
no, the popcorn. Okay, I understand now.
To the bottom. Yeah.
What again? Harley, you've been on the internet for a long time. I mean, you probably could have guessed all this from their behavior on the internet toward women. India, they get aggressive in those comment sections.
Oh, they do.
Holiday, have you ever had an Indian guy come at you pretty brazenly?
They pay all my bills.
Do they
Really?
actually?
My God. Well,
Yeah.
thank God for horny Indian men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Priyank, we love
I
you,
feel
man.
like this is downplaying the amount of horny white dudes out there. Also,
Yes, it's just
Sure.
they stand out because when they do it and they're Indian, the broken English makes it more memorable and
Say
fun.
love from India.
Oh, that's cute.
I have a lot of like OnlyFans friends who actually hire Indian people to respond with their messages. Is that
Oh,
like on
Really?
Fiverr.
yeah, like
Like, and they
super,
manage
'cause
their-
they do it way cheaper than anyone in America. Just
Of course.
like the spelling errors sometimes can be pretty bad. So
Yeah.
that's the issue. It's like
I feel like that's not a foolproof.
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
mean,
not foolproof at all.
let's be honest. It's usually not college-educated men buying OnlyFans, though. So.
Right? Yeah.
My Facebook page got hacked months ago, and it was something to do with like the Meta business thing. I don't know, but it was a Pakistani dude that hacked it.
Wow.
And I got it back.
How did you get it back?
I just knew someone there, and then a random account hit me up, and they were like, "Do you like my work?"
Wow.
And he was like, "I hacked you," and I was like, "Yeah, shut up. No, you didn't." It's like a fake. It's like a nonsense thing. No, you didn't. But then he showed me some back end stuff. He did hack me.
Wow.
He was the guy, and he was like, "I did it because this company, they have a hacker who hacks the page, and then I manage it." And he was like, "But I could make money on your page if you want." And I was like, "Oh yeah, can you?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay." So I was like, I made a little deal with him, and I was like, "You can have not admin responsibility, but editor responsibility."
Yeah.
So he uploads content all the time on my Facebook page for months now.
Wow.
And he does make pretty good money doing it. Money that like would have been zero to me.
Right.
So it's just like a couple extra $1,000 per month.
Wow.
And he's just out there like posting, but the language is weird and people know it's not me. And I told them that it's this Pakistani hacker. I was contemplating going to visit him.
That'd
And
be
then
so funny, dude.
But then I was like calling up like escort, like a bodyguard, not that type of escort. Relax, buddy.
Well, it's Holiday. She perked up when you said that.
Hey, I can do escorting.
If you're in the market for it, Harley.
If you got enough cash, you know.
No, but I meant like private security escort,
yeah.
international bodyguard type shit.
You can't
like,
fuck around in
strapped
Pakistan.
with the Thule 24-hour shifts. Because I just assumed like you don't just roll up into Pakistan and go into. You have to delete the way I was about to pronounce the word. It came out strange. I never say that word.
Paki.
That's weird.
Into Paki?
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to say that, by the way.
You're gonna get canceled
you
like
can't.
KSI.
KSI got canceled for saying
Yeah,
that. You
so
know
I'm
about
gonna
that?
get destroyed for it.
No.
No.
Well,
I didn't
anyways,
realize how bad the word was. My wife is Pakistani, and it doesn't sound bad, right?
Well,
But
you-
it's-
so when you cut the word in half,
Exactly,
sort of
yeah.
like tranny,
No, it's a
trans.
slur.
Okay.
it is,
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can't
the
say
N-word
that.
of
You're not-
Pakistani people.
Wow.
I don't even know if you could say N word.
I have
like
the
that
P
even.
pass from my wife, actually,
Yeah.
so I can.
No, but you can't even say N word.
Use
I
it
have the
once.
P pass from my wife.
N-word.
Use it
P-pass.
once. You say Paki.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
you
Is it that
can't
big of
say
a
that.
deal?
It really is. It's like saying kike. I can say that because I'm
You
a
can't
Jew.
say that either.
I'm Jewish. So I can
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't
Say
know
that.
enough.
say- Are you taking away my Jew pass?
We all do it. Since a couple of us did it. What about we have
so
an
could you-
Indian man over there. What about since a couple of us did it, so we all go around and say Packy, so we're all in this together?
Yeah,
No,
Paki.
I'm not
Packy.
going to say it.
No,
But wait,
Packy.
Packy. What was the story I was going to say before
This
it got
is
racist?
so bad.
It's
I was going to ask you if that hacker's legit because I got a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
fucking bitches that
And
really fuck with me, and if they could hack into some Instagrams, dude, I put some elephant taking shit pictures up there or something, you know?
Yeah, well, I let him have the job, and he's been doing great.
Wow.
I think this is how all partnerships should be formed. Wherever you work now, Dino, I think you rifle through the register, pocket a couple bills, and be like, hey, if you guys give me a raise, I'll work harder.
You know,
Is that the same logic?
I think it is. I think that you should start kind of, I don't know, you kind of make deals with the people that come in, be like, one for me, one for you. If you pay in cash, I can get you a better deal type thing. And then every time they pay in cash, guess what? Right into your pocket. All right. I used to know my buddy used to do that at Cold Stone. See a whole family and be like, you know what? Dude, just give me $30. And he would just cash though. And he would cash it and he did end up getting fired for that.
Dude, I'm surprised he had made it longer than a week if he was doing that. Imagine how
it was a whole summer, dude.
Imagine how suspicious you would get if a fucking pimply, pierced teenager started asking for cash.
Oh, yeah.
The one time that I genuinely profile like 100% of the time is when it's a Chinese owned business. I'm always like cash, no tax. Every single time.
They want it.
No, like 95% of the time. That's like as a Jew and encountering like a Chinese person in that transaction, 100. That's like the unwritten rule. Is that
You're
like
a giant Jew.
Cash, no taxes.
Very large
Harley,
Jew.
Huge Jew.
Are the Chinese the Jews of Asia?
I think the Jews are
Do they get
the
birthright?
Chinese of America.
Sure. What's the Jewish population in Canada?
Not that much,
That's
for
why I was
sure.
surprised to find out. Yeah.
Was there epic mealtime started in Canada?
Yeah.
You're a Canuck?
Yeah, I'm from Montreal, and yeah, that's
You know French.
yeah, they force you. You have
Wow.
to. You have
can
to learn
speak
it.
French.
You're
Yeah, but shit. It's shit. It's not
You're
good.
French. It's sort of like my Spanish.
I'm
which
not
is
French.
passable,
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly. Probably.
Yeah.
Just looking at you,
He's
I
really
know your level of Spanish and my level of French. What were you doing here? You had this gold digger prank.
We're following the evolution of gold digger pranks. Let's let a little bit play for Harley.
You know, the
This-
internet history kind of like back when these were getting a ton of views like 10 years ago. You remember those days?
I was very good friends with Vitaly at the time.
So
And
So
we
he
would
knows.
go like I'd be in these always craziest scenarios when you're hanging with him.
Yeah.
Because the craziest thing was like, I mean, aside from the time where he ran out of the house and beat up that woman.
Right.
Other than that,
crazy.
it's the things that wasn't on camera
never-
that were the craziest.
Harley, he ever pitched you something like that? Like, we go outside and we beat the shit out of this bitch?
No, I
Yeah.
would have definitely talked him out of that.
was it like I get what you're saying, Leo. Sort of like it was his passion project that
Right.
he'd been pitching in Hollywood for years.
He's
Kept
just
getting
smoking
turned
a
down.
He's smoking a blunt. He's like, there is one thing I want to do. I never.
I
no
never
one
knew
wants
him
to
as a
do it."
violent guy. Like, so all I think about is like, I need to get my hands on the mushrooms he was on.
Wow.
Because he's not that guy at all. And I would like to I would like to be a different person one time.
Well, I'll say this.
I would be careful taking whatever he took that day.
I think it was steroids, though.
It might have been a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, that would make your mushroom trip spicier if you're on steroids.
See, I played college baseball, and I saw a couple guys turn to the dark side, man. And like we used to call this guy Roid Rage, right? And it was funny because anytime you
It's a
called
pretty
him
creative
that,
nickname.
well, yeah, it was stupid. But this is the funny part. You would call him that, and then he would fucking get so fired up and pissed. We're like, dude, you're roid raging right now, dude. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
I like those guys, by the way. Strangely enough,
Which ones?
Really?
like
angry
just
man?
like crazy, unstable, super jack dudes.
Yeah.
They're so hilarious and fun and funny.
I like the guys.
I like that.
And I like the guys too that like when you accuse them of what they do, they get really defensive about it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're
90% of all guys ever.
It's so true.
Mike O'Hearn, the guy that we were talking to, like
Follows
he says
you,
he follows Leo.
Pretty big.
That impressed me when I saw that.
big, dude.
He
Bodybuilder?
yeah, he's
It's
a
the
legend.
new.
dude.
It's everywhere. It's like one of the biggest memes right now. It's like this slowed down Night at the Rocks, but like dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
He
and
comes
it's just
out.
like him.
He's an Adonis. Yeah.
He looks like everything like Leo really would love to be right now.
I'm
Yeah,
a
it's like
huge Mike O'Hearn fan. Also, he's followed me for years.
Really?
We've messaged trying to set up something for a little while.
Never answers my messages.
Now,
so you got
though,
me on that.
but now he's popping off, which is good. He deserves it. But
Yeah.
like he's been like just a specimen from way before that.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those, and he's also like not just like naturally an incredible physique. Not just does he have like the most incredible natural physique, he's crazy strong too. Like he
Oh,
does
my
like
God.
feats of strength that like a lot of those bodybuilder guys doesn't always necessarily mean that they're super powerful dudes.
Right.
This is a very powerful man. It's kind of
does,
fucked up.
Yeah. So he's never admitted to doing steroids ever in his life, and
Because he hasn't.
because
You really think he's complete? You really 100% think he's natty?
I think he is.
He
yeah.
says his thing is he only eats duck eggs. That's his secret.
Really?
Duck eggs. Yeah. Is that weird? Or is that like a?
That's is this the scam now? Like Liver King's claims he just
I
ate a
know,
shitload of liver.
Mike O'Hearn's duck egg supplements.
Yeah.
Like
The more obscure the animal body parts, the more it throws people off your trail. That's the logic.
He's a great specimen.
Yeah.
Get this shit off the TV. Pull up his body.
Well, let's
look at that man.
Wait.
Look at that man's body.
Harley, have some respect
Oh, you're
for
right,
the
you're right,
artiste.
yeah.
Let's hit it play. Let's let it play real quick.
Somehow the woman in this is mic'd. I don't know how.
She's mic'd up. She's wearing a
supposed to be
lavalier.
a random woman on the street.
Her audio from 20 feet away, crystal clear.
Oh, yeah.
So
She's projecting.
Yeah.
And honestly, just leave your car here. We'll go to buy the groceries, go to my place, do the thing, watch a movie. You could spend the night if you want to, and I'll bring you back here in the morning. Why are you laughing?
Because
Why does he have like
I
a
love
secret
that we're
ponytail, that
planning
guy?
our future
Thank
together.
you.
I see your
little secret ponytail.
Ponytail
It's
is
tiny there,
horrendous.
right?
Cool.
You don't need
So bad.
Wait later. Get it like in a couple months.
Exactly.
You know what's suspect about this, by the way?
Yo, this
Everything?
might be crazy.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't like this type of content because like once a person did a joke of this like 8 years ago, I didn't need to see it a million times. But I'm gonna assume this guy's Arabic. Is
Yes.
that his name?
Human.
Yeah.
If I were Arabic and I had a channel and I got the girl to be in the video, I would specifically hire not an Arabic girl that looks like a girl that I've been having sex with for months or
Very good
whatever
point.
to be in the video.
Very good
I would
point.
get a whole other girl that does not look like I've been hanging out with this because this is clearly like you know this person.
Yes.
This is like this is a person you know. I could tell just from how they're like where they're unless
Yeah.
you tell me what town this is.
This looks to be Orange County, and I
'Cause
think
I was gonna say if this is Glendale, maybe they are both just existing there at the same time.
is that a Toys R Us in the background too?
I don't think
Seems
it's a Toys R
something-
Us. It's a very small
Or a
Toys
party
R Us.
city, maybe.
I think it's
Party City.
But
that could be.
Harley raises a good point here. They probably met in a hookah bar, and this is now one of Human's hoes. Let's let it play out. Let's see what the chemistry looks like.
All right. You ready?
The big reveal is only 3 minutes away.
You know what? I forgot something actually.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
I have a really good idea for a picture. Stand up.
I don't think he knew how to end it. He was like, "Get in, wait,
Stand
get out."
right over here, but
Yeah.
have your butt.
Is this a bang? Ad
Yes,
right now?
absolutely. He
And I'll tell you
pulled
what to say.
out
You know how they
a
say-
fucking Bang
say
energy
cheese
drink in
when
the
you
middle of
post?
it, on top
This
of
is
the
a great
decal.
post. Say gold digger. For the picture, say it. Say gold digger.
Why is she offended? She should
There
be
you
finding that
go.
funny,
Ah,
laughing at all of
great
his jokes
picture.
at this
Right.
moment.
That's supposed to be funny.
No, this last picture is for me because I have a lot of friends that live in Europe, and they're always like, "Hey, what are LA
The
gold diggers
most
like?"
work that went
And
into
they
this
want me to, like,
video
explain
was
it to
the
them,
editor
like, what a gold digger in LA
keeping
looks
that
like.
face
So
blur
now I'll
going for
just
10
show them
minutes.
the picture. It's very.
If you know
much-
anything
much
about
simpler.
Adobe Premiere Pro, that's actually not easy to keep that tracked for 10 full minutes.
AI did it now.
Well, this
I
was
don't
in
even wanna
2015.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. This is 2015.
I think so. Maybe 16. Maybe 16.
What's your
If
first?
it's 15, I'm like almost gonna be like fine. If it's 2018, I'm furious at this content.
Really?
What is the year? We need to know.
Let's see. Oh, it's only 3 years ago? 20,
Disgusting. I fucking knew it.
2020!
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Hey, let's look at the comments.
But I'm
Let's
not
look at the
allowed.
comments.
I'm not allowed to really mock this stuff because I end up sounding like a washed up YouTuber that's mad that I don't get 30 million views. So I don't spend the time bashing a person's art because it's their job. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
So I'm not like to Human, you're fine, whatever. I don't like it. But like to all the people watching it and like consuming it and hitting subscribe, you're a fucking idiot.
Like I am pro 6477. Let's scroll down so we can read his comment, Austin. Can we all just appreciate this man is risking his own property to expose gold diggers? You have my respect, man. Oh my God.
84 likes on
This
that.
guy is why you make a ton of money,
Yeah,
Holiday.
he's definitely subscribed to my
Exactly. These are the guys that are lining the pockets of girls with OnlyFans.
I'd like to think that some well-to-do lawyer that works out at 6 a.m. is subscribing to Holiday's OnlyFans too.
You're right. There are credible people. Somebody says that the fucking the hot chick goes after the camera. Go to the very end, Austin. I have to see the staged blowout. I have to see what this looks like.
Argument. Are you?
Blah blah blah. I can't hear anything you're saying. She's running away. What is she doing? She's opening her trunk. Here we go. What's this gold digger gonna do? She's She's grabbing bottles? Yo, what?
Look
Yo,
at this
stop.
thing.
Hey, that's not
Look
funny.
how fake
You
this
are
is.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're
god!
ready
The
to
chick
go.
ran over with ketchup and mustard. It's really
This girl's
unbelievable.
crazy.
Why is it open
Stop.
already? Why is
Okay.
she
Yeah,
exactly.
open ketchup and
Oh,
mustard?
Thank you. She
That
just
is
bought
very-
it. She just bought it. You have to take the little tip off.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
That's some Sherlock Holmes shit there, Harley. That was
Yeah.
bad. I was.
The,
Is that
the
it?
bang,
Is that all you got?
the
Is that all you
bang
got?
energy is the best
I know.
part.
Oh,
This is
I
truly
recently
unbelievable.
I recently had a boxing match where unfortunately I got punched out of the ring. But having said that,
up, guys?
I
Right
did
now.
hit up the Bang Energy CEO leading up to the fight. Under the recommendation of my buddy Bick, he was like, "You should hit him up and ask him to corner for you."
Ooh, that'd be
And I thought that'd be really fun and funny.
Yeah.
And I hit him up, but he didn't respond. But then I heard Bang went bankrupt shortly after.
Well, it makes sense. He was giving everybody so much money. One of my buddies had 70,000 subscribers, and he got like $3,000 a month for 3 videos. It was 1,000 a video on his.
Yeah, but he
on his
sucked your
Instagram.
buddy's dick.
Okay, I didn't know
They
that.
sucked each other off.
I
bet.
didn't know that was the deal.
You
with the
have it's
fine
Hollywood.
print.
It's the biz. You
It's a
always
good way
got
to
to
get what you
assume.
want.
Yeah.
That's true. You gotta
Yeah.
find the right dick.
Also,
Horse
a
knows
bad
too.
way to get what you want, depending.
So wait, you got
I
knocked, you
guess.
fought in a fight? You
I
and you
did.
got
I
knocked-
did a not a real fight, a YouTube thing.
Okay.
Well, actually, I did a YouTube boxing match against a YouTuber, so that was hardly a boxing match. But then the next time I fought a wrestler, Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, and that was fun. Because even when I saw him, I was like, "Bro, you took all the steroids just to box a Jewish YouTuber? What are you doing?"
To be honest, you are a sizable man. It's not like people who can't see this right now. It's not like you're a 5'6" guy with bad
Papa
posture.
Leo size. What, 240? 240?
Yeah, I'm probably like 240.
You look like a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, but it's not like not my skill set. The performer part probably is, but like even like when I was because you do some fighting, right? Don't you?
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I don't have like a fighter in me. So when things got like a little hairy, like I like the performer in me came out, and I didn't want that fucking guy. But that's all I have. I don't have like a fighter in me that's like automatically gonna come out, but instead like the performer came out. And just made
played.
some mistakes, put on a show, definitely entertained.
The fatigue.
I had like a gamer moment during the fight, like getting punched out of the ring was fun. But I realized what separates me from like my fighter friends is like my fighter friends were like very disappointed. They're like, "Damn, man, fuck, we'll get him next time," and all that. And I'm like, "That's fine.
You know-
Smoking hash now."
Brooks, you have a flair for the performative when you're fighting too.
Yeah, I've done some. Done a couple.
Brooks in one of our videos, he doused himself in pig blood.
He did.
It was
And,
really. I let it congeal for the day. Yeah, so
disgusting.
I thought in my mind, I thought it was gonna be like a great scare tactic. Like pour it on myself. Like I walk into the ring, it smells terrible. It's gonna like catch
Repel.
Jerry off guard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Use that microphone.
It had the reverse effect, and I ended up like smelling it. And
Of course, yeah.
It was
literally all over your face.
It was bad. It
you
was
began
bad.
the
yeah.
fight with a running double-footed airborne kick.
Well,
which
here's
was
the thing.
beautiful.
I appreciate it, but I will say this, and
Like a drop
Jerry
kick?
won.
I mean, a drop kick is technically like a soccer ball.
Think
where you drop it.
kangaroo. Think kangaroo.
It was a
You would know.
kangaroo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like you pressed A and B button at the same time.
It was
Exactly.
it was Y and B or like triangle and circle, but yeah, it was pretty much. It was definitely. I mean, what upsets me even to this day, because I will say Jerry won that fair and square. But if I didn't have those gloves on, because you can't, Gator style does not occur with heavy boxing gloves.
Yeah.
I was told, you have to admit, you did tell me I didn't need to wear gloves.
I don't remember.
well, he was trying to get you into the ring. Danny will say.
Yeah, because Jerry would not.
We're
have
gonna
fought-
pay you.
Jerry would not fight me without gloves. He's like, I got work the next day, and I was like, it makes sense. So I tried to go with the legs, and then there were no kicks allowed, and then I went outside and threw up because
the pig blood.
Yeah.
the pig's
Bad.
blood.
It smelled like the worst bacterial
But you
vaginosis.
know what?
It did.
You know,
was
after
like-
that night, I realized like, fan Jerry's such a good dude because he was like, hey, bro, you know what? Let me get you an Uber home. And in my mind, I'm just thinking, thank you, because your Uber score is going to be the one going down, not mine.
Yeah.
But the fact that after like all the shit I was talking, and we were kind of like pumped. The whole thing was just like a back and forth. But after all that, and like I'm there like throwing up, and he's like, "Look, bro, like I'm gonna get you an Uber." I'm like, "Jerry, you're a good guy." So it's,
that's the thing I've been seeing lately is people driving Uber and Tesla Model Ys, cars that probably they're knocking on the door of 50 grand. Yeah. How could you ever do that knowing that if just one guy gets in your Uber covered in pig's blood, the value of the car drops about $10,000?
Yeah. I think
people throwing up.
A lot of people are renting those. I always talk to the Uber drivers. I get close to these guys. One of them tried to sell me dick pills. One of them told me 200,000.
Like what kind of dick pills? Like gas station headache boner pills?
No,
Cialis.
And how long have you been taking them?
From Mexico.
Is it gel form?
No, I didn't.
That's the new shit in Mexico. Gel form. Yeah.
Dick pills?
No, it's just gel. It's like you suck it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, you never seen it?
The sucking thing she knows about.
Yeah, I don't know about the gel.
Oh yeah, no, it's like a gel. You like suck it down, and then you're just
Yeah,
ready
no,
to go.
Uber drivers.
Not me though.
As soon as he
You
said it
don't
was
need
from
that?
Mexico, as soon as he said it was from Mexico, though, I was worried that there might be a little fentanyl on it.
Harley, I don't know if you've been watching the news, but Mexican pharmacies over the counter, about 30% of the painkillers they're selling and some other prescription medications have traces of fentanyl.
That's crazy.
That basically. I never trusted Mexico as it was, but now
traces
we
of
know less.
fentanyl is like death.
Yeah.
Like a trace gets you killed.
I mean, some people they like smoke it. I don't really understand that because I know that's the case that you can overdose super easily. We've seen it. We just revived a fentanyl user.
Yeah.
But also,
Heroes.
these people are buying and smoking fentanyl too, right?
Right.
Or is it sort of like there's a little bit of fentanyl and then a lot of filler material?
It's hard to have a regular conversation with these people and, things like that. I've never been able to kind of
Get a
accrue.
straight
I would
answer.
assume that some people buy fentanyl and like fentanyl. So I would assume someone is like divvying up their fentanyl and then they wipe the table down and miss some of it and then put the next drug down and that gets some remnants. I think it's like kind of like chicken, cooking with chicken and then contaminating other
cross contamination.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
mean,
wash
people
your hands.
But you can like go to a shady guy in Civic Center of San Francisco or the Tenderloin and you can say, hey, can I get some fentanyl? And they give
just
you
do it in the
fentanyl.
metro.
So what is that
Yeah, we
order?
did it.
Or in the
It's-
or in MacArthur Park. We can
Yeah.
go a lot closer to home.
It's usually just like a pill filler. It's like the same with Xanax, where they would order like the bulk chemical or whatever, and then you take pill filler and you just press it. So it's a tiny little micro bit of fentanyl, and the rest is just normal pill filler, or it could just be like another pill completely that's just like ground up and repressed. It's like, yeah.
Sounds trustworthy to me.
Oh, yeah, dude. Let's rip it.
Let's rip some.
For a pod, yeah.
Fucking
Fentanyl pod.
pop a dick pill, rip a line of fent.
Let's see what happens.
Dick gel.
I took dick pills for a video once. I took a full bottle of dick pills.
Did it do anything to you?
I'm not going to say that.
Harley, have you ever taken dick pills?
Yeah.
Just for, partying in Vegas or just normal everyday?
I think I had like an appointment and my whole plan was to just be like, what, this thing? It's always like that. Must be you. It's like kind of like when you're already good to go and you do that, this is like you want to leave an impression. You're like, I'm trying to get the call back.
Okay.
So you
I'm trying to get the call. I'm like Dino with the job. Like I'm calling back. I'm like round 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's
dude.
not
You
how
gotta
Dino
call
does it,
back.
by the way.
No, we got to teach him. He doesn't.
Dino would have been like you half-heartedly put your limp cock into a girl for 2 minutes, then take a nap. That's how Dino pursues work. Harley, would you have sex with Holly Day?
Would I have sex with her?
Yeah.
Right now, probably not. No offense, but there's times for sure. Like
There's times when you would. Yeah.
What if Priyank was
Different
watching
time.
and it was downstairs?
There he is.
like definitely it sweetens the deal a bit because it's more of
Yeah.
like a memorable moment.
That's an
Yeah.
experience.
You're very beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, like, but like same thing. Like, catch me during the week. Anyone in this room can get it.
Hell yeah.
What
There's like a
Yeah.
time. You don't know the
Last
time.
night,
The bar's
there
on
was
the
a-
floor.
It could be like 4 a.m. to 4:04 a.m.
Yeah.
No.
But that maybe there's on a Wednesday. I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's like a time, like I'm at that point now, like
There's
where
a window.
anyone can get it.
Yeah.
I
at
saw
any
that
time.
you invited into my house like 2 people just completely off the street. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they came up to the gate, and
And he was just like, "It's
let me
4
tell you why I
o'clock."
don't even feel bad.
This
They
is your
came up-
party you threw over the weekend. You
Yeah,
threw
yeah.
quite a barn burner over there at the Brooks Kosovo residence.
Yeah, it was.
And late
literally,
at night.
man. So they people are walking on the street. These 2 girls, and I have a cute dog, and they're like, "Does anyone have a cigarette?" I'm like, "I do." So I let them
Did
in.
you
They're
actually?
Like, yeah, they're like,
Okay.
we're the neighbors. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah. What do you guys do? They're like, we paint. I'm like, they paint in here too. And I'm like, why don't you come look at your neighbor's house? So then I brought them into his home, and like I don't even feel bad because I was meeting everyone in his home, and very great place. Had a great time. Brooks is awesome. Strong Manson family vibes in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's a painter, but basically that just means there's like shit scrawled all over the walls and stuff. And it's
You should know what happened in the attic there one time.
I honestly, I feel like there's like an unlisted basement in this place.
Probably.
And so they came in, and I didn't even feel like bad about it because the two people I brought in were like more casual than the scene that they walked into. I think they were like, what the fuck?
Well, for me, I guess the cigarette that you gave to one of them, she just brought into the house, and then
Lit?
I'm like lit right next to
What a
Gamsol,
cunt.
which is like in my paintings, which
What a
is
cunt move.
extremely flammable oil paint. And she just is standing right there, like with the cigarette, and I'm like, what? Who is this girl?
Yeah, and then I came up. I'm like, "That's your neighbor." That was a fun random a party. It was a good time. Everything I say, by the way, in this podcast is an interactive art experience where I play a character and the audience is participating.
Gotcha.
Nothing's true.
Yeah,
So I'm on ketamine at his house. Everyone's on ketamine. Everyone starts doing, and they start like Everyone's glitching on the walls and stuff. Like they're like caught in some like time loop. It's really
K-hole.
weird. And I'm like, look at my buddy. I'm like, we're gonna head out now. I think Brooks's wife is like done here, and
it was 4:30 in the morning.
so and there's like a
one
ton of
girl-
people there. So I'm like, I'm gonna head out now, and like I call the Uber, and I look back, and there's like 15 people there, and I'm like, was I the only person that doesn't live here? Because like I would have left a long time ago, and everyone lived there, but I didn't know that there was like the Manson family with Brooks at the front. And
15 people living here. Does Doc Ock still live there?
Is who?
Doc
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
You know what? He might come a little bit later
Yeah,
for when
I met him.
yeah.
I met Zach. He was soaking wet.
He's,
This guy came up to me. He's like soaking wet,
It
and
was his
he's
body trying to
just
expel the toxins.
problematic menace of a person.
Yep.
A good
Yeah,
time, though,
just
good
good,
vibes. And he's like so sweaty. He comes up to me. He's like, "Bleh." And I
What
was
was he
like,
on?
I don't
ketamine
know.
a
He
bit.
just was nervous
As part of-
about the Danny Duncan. Like he saw him and his friends.
It was his hero.
Well, no, because it was weird because his best childhood friend was there, like wearing full Danny Duncan merch, and then Danny gets there and he's like freaking out. And I don't think that Doc Ock was. He was more so like embarrassed and like nervous about the friend being like.
Well, I don't get it.
yeah, me
It
neither. I
got
don't get
to,
it.
yeah, I don't know.
You got to
I
be
got to a
really
point-
strong out to care that a guy you are a fan of is at the party.
If
Yeah,
I
I
think,
think that
if
it's the-
you're wearing if you're like that much of a fan and you're wearing the merch, the craziest thing you could do is take it off and pretend like you're not,
Yeah.
and do something like you're doing a whole bit now where you're like, "What's up, man? I wasn't wearing a shirt with your face on it
Yeah.
just a second ago."
You know what's more awkward? I went to my softball game one time, and
yeah.
I was wearing the Rocks merch, and there was
Oh.
another guy on the team also wearing the Rocks merch, and we're both grown men, and we
That's
looked at each
weird.
other. We're like,
That's odd.
we really went to the Under Armour store, and we were like, we got to support the Rock. man.
Another blessed natural physique out there.
Oh, supernatural,
100%
dude.
natural.
Yeah, if you
I love
really
The Rock.
look at it, a lot of men get so much more jacked from 40 to 50. That's normal.
Who do you
Super
think would
normal,
win
yeah.
actually in a
prime.
fight?
Oh,
Would
yeah.
would it be Mike O'Hearn or The Rock? Like
Mike
honest,
O'Hearn.
Mike O'Hearn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Team Mike O'Hearn. Yeah, he was on the American Gladiators. He's the only one on the original show, and then the reboot. That's how.
Oh, really?
He's still a beast.
And
He's
he
an
got
athletic
faster,
beast,
stronger, and smarter since the first.
Right.
So it's crazy that
which is
happened.
wild. Yeah.
So I want to hear, because I find it interesting that it's a huge foul when a girl brings a lit cigarette into the house. Considering at your house, it's totally okay for a gay man to eat a straight guy's asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a couple that has
Well, we're trying to be a little bit
transgendered
like-
sex constantly inside. We can shoot porns in that house.
Wait, at
Pornography,
his house?
totally okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We have shot a porn there.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
But if you bring in a camel,
yeah.
Wait, I saw them.
Which saw who?
Them.
The porn couple? No.
No, just what he was
Trans
describing.
The trans
you
couple.
probably saw
Yeah,
the
that
trans
was-
Oh
couple.
yeah, they're probably there.
I
some
said
point.
them. Yeah.
If they weren't connected, I would be shocked.
They're painters also.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're the ones
Yeah,
that did the crazy.
He
ones
paints
on
the trans girl's
unfortunate-
fucking face with jizz.
That guy has. He looked like he was wearing a wig and a fake beard.
No, I think I don't. There's a lot of like the cult's getting a little bit out of control these days, so
Sure,
we're trying
sure.
to cut back.
I was like, I did leave. My buddy was like, "Oh, we're doing like at the end," and I was like, I was hanging with them on the couch.
That was smart of you. That's nice of you. Very. I know this is an alter ego we were in this night that was taking ketamine and bringing in strangers, but it's good you were using the correct pronouns. What is the craziest
It was also
sexual
plural
thing?
though. It was plural people also. Like
Okay,
it would have
that's
been
true.
them if it was you too.
All right, so you lose your PC points there.
Yeah.
Tell me about the most fucked up thing that happened sexually at this party, because this was a
at
big
the
deal.
party.
I would have gone for sure, but I was down in San Diego.
I made a point not to invite Andy Dick this time, so
Sure.
things stayed a little bit more tame than you might expect.
Oh,
really.
he would have taken all the ketamine interactive
it would have ended up.
bit.
It would have ended up like an absolute nightmare.
I didn't know that this was a Manson family vibes like sex house. Actually, it did not seem like sex was the motivator of the night at all for anyone.
Well,
No,
something
no,
happened
it's,
for sure, and I need you to tell me right now.
Well, you know, and Austin was there, so I don't know. Did you at any point go into the bathroom with anyone? Because that did happen at one point.
No, not this time.
Not this
D-Tron?
time.
I went into the bathroom with someone, but I held his fur coat. My buddy, I took off his fur coat and held it while he barfed.
Nice of you.
That's sweet.
Did you be like, hey?
I felt
there
bad
is no
because I
free
made him
lunch in
some.
this
I
world.
made him some popcorn because I was like, I was like, and then the popcorn ended up being like really burnt, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, really?
It wasn't
smelled
that
like good popcorn. I didn't know it was
It
burnt.
wasn't that burnt, but it could have been less burnt, and I would have felt like I was like trying to do a good. I would have been like, I'm doing a good deed right now, but
Who got some pussy? Did Mudflap get laid?
bro, I don't think so. No,
Dude,
I have the
Danny.
the one thing you can say to get him laid is you have to tell people or women that his entire family died in a fire. That was
And then he didn't kill them.
Did they
and he didn't kill
actually?
him. I got
Yes,
him a
which is
kiss
the
one
truth.
time in a video by saying that. No, they didn't really die, but
Oh, okay.
sure, Holly. You know, but
Yeah, Holly.
Why you want to kill
I'm
them?
gonna
You want to
fuck
kill
him.
his family?
See,
Austin, it sounded like you had some gossip for us. What do you have?
Yeah, at this party. So on the Leo and Friends show, Leo brought his friend Eddie over, and he brought this like was an AK-47 shaped bottle of alcohol, and it looks like a full sized AK-47. You can hardly
really
tell it's not a
does, yeah.
gun.
Okay.
And I brought it to Brooks's party and started
I'm like,
walking
this is a
around with it.
$300 bottle of alcohol. Austin, where did you get this, and how are you paying rent this month? Like,
this kid, you know, he's a softball buddy. Came on Leo and Friends, and he brought that thing as a gift to the house. Dude, nice guy. But it does look like it's a Russian gun though, so it's vodka. And it's a Russian. It looks like something that Vladimir Putin's soldiers right now are using to massacre Ukrainians.
Yeah.
And I gave it to Mudflap, and Mudflap pulls it out, and then a bunch of people were like, "Whoa, put that thing away! What the fuck?" And thought he was just pulling out a real AK-47.
well, the American shirt with the half taken off, you know, over his standard with a gun. I mean, you
See, we had to take footage out of a video once. I don't blame anybody who got scared because Mudflap was violating basic gun safety law number 1 by taking his unloaded guns that he was driving around, probably unlawfully, and he was putting them into his mouth and dry firing them on camera. Taking a real revolver and going click, click, click.
Was it the Eagle?
Desert Eagle?
Yeah, was it the Desert Eagle?
It was a revolver, so I don't think
Okay,
so.
okay.
I'm sure he would have done it with the Desert Eagle too.
Okay.
But that's the number one thing you learn at scout camp is to treat every gun as if it's loaded. Mudflap doesn't do that. So I would have run too. I would have left the party if he pulled out what looked like a assault
Dr.
rifle.
Octopus did the same thing. We went to go visit Chad Keel, and we took some guns out, and he thought he was taking some photos, thought he was being really funny. Obviously, Chad like shows him unloaded nothing in the chamber, and then the first thing he does is like point the gun at all of us, like when we're trying to take a picture. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me right now?
That's why it pays to grow up.
That's why I didn't feel bad bringing in the neighbors to the house.
Yeah.
Honestly,
There was
I would
things
say
happening.
always bring, even like I would say bring anyone into that house. It was just the cigarette right next
That's
to the
very
same
weird,
yeah.
thing that I was like, bruh, like that could have been bad.
Yeah, bring anybody into the house. There will always be somebody who will fuck them. I think it's
Yeah, they almost had sex with everyone in the house. I guess now that I think about it.
Yeah, but she was like, I don't remember because I mean, let's just say hypothetically that certain like it, you know.
you run a lot of ketamine.
Well, no, I don't even. It was the mud juice.
You suck
really.
old sailors' dicks off Grinder, dude. You probably do ketamine.
Not
Yeah, you have
sailor,
to.
like old jazz musicians.
Okay, old black jazz musicians.
Okay, it's a little
That's
bit
a
different.
step up.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah. I
It's
just
better
don't.
than
I don't
sailors.
want any wrong ideas to get out there. But you know, I've been in therapy. I've been like being more sober. So like for me, this party was like, okay, I'm going to get a lot of good reference photos for paintings, and I'm gonna let myself have a good time. You know, I'm not like like NA sober kind. I'm like, but now I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna do, you know, throughout the night. I'm drinking more, and then things start glitching up towards the end for whatever reason. And it's 4:05, 4:20, like around that time. And apparently I'm sitting down the ground, and this girl is like rubbing me apparently, and I don't have no memory of this whatsoever. The neighbor, yeah, and
Cute girl, Harley. Could somebody give me an answer on this?
If hypothetically, if I was there at this time, I would have let me do the bit. And so I'm on ketamine, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
It's like an interesting experience because it's like sex might be the motivator throughout the day, every day with like 90% of my decisions. But once that thing is in the mix, it's no longer there. Nice. So when I brought those girls in, my thought as I was walking over and I was like, oh, I have a cigarette, and I'm like muscle memory. And in my head, I'm like, would I fuck these girls? And as I'm walking up, I like gave them the cigarette and I barely saw people. And I was like, I would never fuck these people. I didn't even think about it. And then I was focused on their dog. I was bringing their dog treats.
I would fuck this dog.
Yeah. I put my finger in it.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember. I don't really have no memory what they look like at all because everything. I mean, I don't. That was
one
my
was
first
black.
time. Yeah, and
one was like thicker and white.
Well, really? All I remember, what I do know is that Italia was like completely sober, and around this time it was getting super late.
Nightmare experience for her.
She comes out and like apparently this girl's like rubbing me. I have no memory of this, and she's like, "What's happening here?" Like I don't know exactly. Like I have no memory of this moment, but apparently the girl was like rubbing me or something. Saying
he was vibing like if you had a newborn puppy and you like slapped it on the head and shook it up a bunch. He was kind of like bouncing around the room. His eyes were huge, and he was like,
hypothetically, I've never really done this drug before, so I was like, what am I didn't know what I was feeling.
Oh, you never done that before? It's the weirdest thing.
A little bit, maybe
hypothetically,
but tonight I think, and Mudflap makes this party juice. I don't know if you've had any. He calls it mud juice, and the main ingredient in this is
ketamine.
No, 3 gigantic handles of vodka, the entire 3, and then a bunch of like. Yeah, so that's a some bitch of a drink, and that really gets the party started. So I am very thankful. Shout outs to Mudflap for the mud juice and donating that to the party. But it kind of inhibitions slowly by the end of the night. They're just like,
I could see Mudflap getting really drunk and getting really handsy with Danny Duncan.
I thought he was standing next to him.
When did he
for a while,
leave? I didn't see him there.
He what? Oh, I don't know exactly. I just
remember. I thought that I'd never met you guys. I'd never met him. And just people that have been like in this space for an extended period of time and have been somewhat adjacent maybe to people I know.
He was in the back lot. Jacob Couch came and was with his friend. He was like trying to jump off my roof. I guess, I don't know, for whatever reason.
With Saltine?
Chase.
Okay.
And I mean,
but I want to hear about Mudflap and Danny Duncan.
I was bouncing around everywhere, just making sure, like hosting the party. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It doesn't sound like
Danny showed up like later in the party when me and Couch and everybody were playing video games, and then he just kind of sat down with us on the couch for a little while, and then he walked around the party. He wasn't there for like that long because he showed up kind of late, but he's cool. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He did a lot of ketamine.
What? It's very off brand for him. I thought he was a sober guy.
No, it was crazy. He said he was gonna switch it up because it was Brooks' birthday.
He did not.
And then he sucked off them on the couch.
He sucked off them on the couch?
He was what he did say though, was, 30 years down the drain. Let's go.
Yeah.
Then he said anti-trans stuff.
Wow.
Oh.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if Danny Duncan did do ketamine and some sort of psychedelic.
Nah,
his merch brand is pretty lowbrow.
He did.
What if he started putting out shirts that said like "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder"? And then at the bottom they said "JK, I'll fuck your mom's tits." Like, that'd be fucking nice, dude.
Why is ketamine so popular with college girls?
I don't know. I know it was like a European
and gay people
thing.
And gay people and gays. Why?
I
When
did
I
a
lived
lot
in
in
New
high
York,
school.
You did?
Yeah.
What are the effects?
Basically, I mean, I think
Mental breakthroughs.
Yeah.
Cures of depression.
You feel really sexy.
Really?
Yeah, and then
That's
you mix
not
that
much.
with jungle juice and it opens your asshole. A lot of
wow.
people do that.
Wow.
I have different experiences. She had me in the first half. The second
Not
half.
that one.
Not so much. Okay.
Yeah, my asshole.
Stay
I don't even
close.
shit right.
I felt like I literally like clipped out of reality in like kind of not a great way, but also I was like, I told myself, because I've done a lot of like drugs throughout the
He
past.
didn't. He
so-
clipped out of of it in maybe in a bad way because his wife was sober, and she was like, "Why would you do this at like 3 a.m.? What are you doing now?"
It was a
type
little bit
thing.
later than.
So I think it was the vibe of like that.
And she was being super chill about everything.
She was being
but then-
extraordinarily chill for a 100% sober person.
Yeah. She kind of made
She
sure
was
things-
within her right to hit him if she wanted.
Sure.
And it would have been okay.
And
I
it
would have
did get
backed
a little
her.
bit of like physical abuse there towards the end, but in like a sexual way. So
Did you get some fucking pussy that night?
Oh yeah. So essentially, I don't want to hypothetically go. We ordered
Microphone.
some Uber Eats.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where from, but it just did not show up, and so I was
It
pissed
did, I
off.
bet.
Was
Or
pissed
you
off.
didn't actually order it.
No, we
That's
did
true, too.
because we got the $39 Uber cash, and I'm like, fuck, it's so late. I'm hungry as hell. I don't know. I had to order.
That's
Jack
what
in
the
the
Uber
Box.
driver thought.
I
when
had
he
a
to
rage
order.
boner. And something had to happen about it. So it was like in between the Uber cash and the Jack in the Box, something happened. I don't know. I was still glitching at the time, but
Would you have sucked off Danny Duncan that night if he had just asked
those days
Your
are
buy
and
days are over.
Would you double team
He's a
him?
Christian now.
Would you
Leo.
double team him with? Would you double team Talia with Danny Duncan?
I mean,
There was my question.
Yeah, if she's down, I do that with like anyone with her consent just for fun. That's like I think
You wouldn't do it
slightly
with me or
attractive.
Leo. You said.
I wish I gave her the ketamine instead
the
of
thing
him.
is,
No, I'm
yes.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I've only I think maybe twice in my life have I even been in the same place as him, so I don't know him that well. It's when I'm close.
Yeah,
friends
but you
with
sucked
somebody.
off that jazz musician, and I think
Yeah,
it's
so
you
that's
did.
the first night that I met him. So
Brooks, I think the ketamine is still working on you. You're very reluctant to use the mic. What's up? What's
I'm
up? Ash?
sorry.
What's up, Ash?
Hi, how are
Hang
you?
out. You guys will be in the second
Who
half.
was anybody high enough to have fucked Ashley that night?
yes.
Yeah, I would say, I think that you strike me like you might fuck her completely sober is the thing.
Hey,
Why
if
is there-
if it's January football?
There is something. There is sort of like this love story brewing. I don't know. It might be fan fiction, but people do think that you might be in love with Ashley.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
I got
you
that
know,
vibe from watching the last video.
That is just a storyline that's going to have to develop.
Yeah.
I have
Not
a
gonna
question.
reveal anything.
Let's talk, since we're talking big YouTubers. Epic Mealtime was huge, right? At some point. What was your biggest video?
Like fast food lasagna. Like it was just a video that was like an idea that I was like, I was on the back like for a day when we don't have an idea, we'll do this one. And I did it, and I never thought it was going to be. Just when you think you know the internet, you're like, I get how this shit works. Or like, oh, this will be a bullshit video. And then that one pops off, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I guess I don't know how this shit works.
I used to watch that one when I was obese as a child.
Oh, nice.
Holiday, would you fuck?
Harley?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Yeah, she really lit up when you started talking about fast food lasagna, and I could
Yeah.
tell there was some fangirl going on.
Yeah, I loved that video.
So
One time back in the day, actually, when I was living out here, I got a little. I feel like I was just being like crazy for a minute, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get tested," because I was like panicking. So I went to like one of the free testing places, and I'm like sitting there, and I did like I gave my name in or whatever, and I was waiting, and there was like actually a full waiting room because this town is disgusting, and everyone's disgusting in it, and they all have a
it's
disease.
the code for everybody's gay.
And no, them. I love my gays.
They do have a lot of STDs though. You got to admit. Statistically,
I'll give them a run for their
Monkeypox,
money.
AIDS.
I'm straight. I'm fully straight. Everyone knows I'm super
Statistically,
straight.
whoever has more sex gets more STDs.
I'm super
So that's
straight.
gay people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the straightest.
I-
I'll give them a run for their money. I'm
now,
straight. By
Now
the way.
you're now it's
you know,
suspicious.
You do know that.
So
though.
let's just to get this clear. You do not like cock, Harley.
No.
Are you sure?
Every
You should
real
have
Jew,
seen
every
them
real
at the
Jew
party.
is a little gay.
Them at the
deep
party
down.
were
Them at the party. No. Getting sucked off by they them in LA is one of the things you got to do these days.
Yeah, you do got to do. That's so true. And that is
If you want to fit in,
it's
you
so
gotta-
fucking true. If you want to ascend the Hollywood ladder, you bet your ass you got to hook up with the they them.
That's true.
I was doing it for fun. What was I rambling about?
About
before?
not being gay. Continue.
You were not a STD clinic.
Oh,
STD.
Oh
clinic.
yeah,
The
so I'm
full
getting
waiting room.
yeah. So I'm in the full waiting room, and I
not gay. You're not. You're
So
there. Not
straight.
gay.
Okay.
straightest guy there.
Yeah, yeah.
And the girl came out. I wanted to fuck her because she had a vagina, and that's what I'm all about.
Yeah, exactly,
So she came
yeah.
out, and she was like Harley, and like I stood up, and she saw me. She was like, "Oh my god, are you the lasagna guy?
Oh,
And everyone there was looking at me, and I'm like, just tell me if I have a disease or not. Let's not. I don't want to be the lasagna guy. Everyone's like, lasagna guy was getting his dick checked at the.
I have the worst STD doctor experience of all time. Like, I never went back to this guy. But essentially, I had the Gordon Ramsay of STD doctors. So I would get.
You call that a cock?
No. I got the blood work done. Right. I got the blood work done. He comes up, afterwards, and not British, but it's sort of like a Brooks. Syphilis. You don't have it. Wow. And then the next one was but the HIV test. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to go home knowing that you don't have HIV. And it was
asshole.
I never went back.
Or
It was
just Philbin on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
bro. What
For him, it was a scare tactic where he was wear protection, be safe, and I got it, but I was I'm never going back to this guy.
Wow, that guy sounds like a fucking legend. He's a failed game show host.
And this is in college. This is in college. This is one of the first people I went to. The college gives me medical, so they're I was okay, I'm going to go to this guy. It's free. And he scares the college kids.
That's good. So I got STD checked at UCLA when I went there because I sodomized an Asian girl a couple nights before. And then I went pee-pee one day and the pee-pee looked a little cloudy. So I went in there and this Orthodox Jew with a yarmulke and a massive overbite waddles out. And he's the opposite of putting the fear of God in me. He's like, so what are you here for? And I say, it's cloudy when I pee. And he's like, was there any burning sensation? And I go, no, just a little cloudy. He's like, you need to get out of here, kid.
Yeah.
If you had syphilis or chlamydia, it would feel like somebody was driving a nail through your penis. Okay? You don't have anything, kid. You're good to go. Just wouldn't even test me.
That wouldn't be enough for me. I'd be like, no, you gotta look at this piss.
You gotta look at this piss.
Feast your eyes on my cloudy piss.
No,
Planned Parenthood.
I'm not half a fag, Harley. Okay? I'm not gonna look at the piss.
Mine was in Canoga. I would go somewhere where I didn't think I was going to run into anybody. So it was deep in the valley at a Planned Parenthood. I would go to Canoga Park or Arleta. And it was always a thicker Latina woman just basically being like, you have to have, symptoms.
Yeah.
Next time she's like,
especially because you and I just had sex.
Right, exactly.
I could see this is the kind of guy, Harley, who would go get STD checked by a thick Latina and he would wind up with his fucking cock in her mouth.
I mean, that's if there's not a time to have sex, it has to be right outside of a Planned Parenthood. That's got to be bucket list for you.
How many women have you hooked up with during professional encounters? Either she was on the clock or you were on the clock. I know you kissed your high school teacher when you were a student. That's one.
That's
while you were selling copy machines as a professional.
You were a victim.
I was a victim.
Victim. Yeah, a hot big ass Latina kissed him when she was 26 and he was 17. You hated that, didn't you, Leo?
She used to wear a thong. And she used to, you could always see it. That was what in 2003, would really get my fucking cock hard.
Yeah, but you're still a victim.
You're still a victim.
Right.
Yeah.
I am.
That's why you're fucked up.
It's
now.
going to be okay.
I am. You're right.
That's why you're
That's
fucked up
exactly
person
why
now.
I'm fucked up. It's probably because I
Who
made
is
out.
she? Let's pull her up onto. Let's cancel that bitch today.
She's up there,
Let's cancel that rapist today.
Cold caller right now.
Me
I
too.
I always talk about I want to cancel. When I was 16, I visited my sister in college, and a 21-year-old girl who's now a dentist knew I was 16 and sucked my dick to completion.
Let's cancel that bitch.
Let's cancel that
Nice.
bitch.
Cancel her
Let's
too.
cancel
Yeah.
some bitches.
Let's cancel these
go.
bitches for giving us memories we've been jerking off to for 10,
Don't
20
care.
years now.
Not the point.
Put
We're
it in
trying
the
to get
same
clout
thing.
now.
That's right.
So
We're trying to get clout and we're trying to level the fucking playing field.
Yeah.
Because there have been too many
you're right.
accusations.
It's a culture war. Men are losing. You're gonna have to talk about how you're a victim.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am a victim.
Well, when I was victimized in the copier industry, I always
It's a common story.
I was forced into thinking that I had to sleep with women to sell copiers.
Yeah, you were brainwashed.
So,
It was the
yeah.
patriarchy.
Oh God,
That's so
yeah. So no, but it was a lot. It was a lot of lunchtime in the stairwell. The stairwell is just such a perfect place to hook up.
How many women did you fuck in order to close a copier deal?
My biggest copier deal, I fucked a chick that worked at. I worked at a can't say it. It was a $75,000 copier. No, it was a company that used to do insurance. It was an insurance company,
Okay.
and they did
State Farm, Progressive.
It wasn't one of the big ones, but
Veronica's Insurance.
It's in Encino, and it's very easy to find if I say the name. So I can't do that. She's probably still working there. She had a good job, but no, yeah, that was one. But
Did you come in her?
Yes, actually, I did.
Are you gathering evidence for our lawsuit?
I did. I did.
Raw?
Yeah.
Damn.
I came in the dentist girl's mouth. If you're curious,
I knew that. I didn't have to ask you.
Wow.
Took me a while.
I knew that.
Like,
Was she pre-
He's a
was she,
fill
like,
up.
in
He's a
dental
fill
school
me
at
up
the
kind of
time?
guy, huh?
She was undergraduate, but
Okay,
she
so
was
not-
she was legal drinking age, and I was fucking 16. And if you looked at a picture of me back then, I look young for my age as it is.
Dude.
I looked fucking 12.
I can't imagine. I
That's
literally
revolting.
assumed that you
That
were
is
such a
messed
goober.
up.
I can't believe she sucked off that goober's dick.
I was
Grown ass woman sucking a little goober's dick.
I
like
was
that?
a little goober.
Yeah.
I mean, I like pictures of me, and I got antiqued the night before. Walsh, because
wow.
she lived at the house I was staying at. I slept on the couch. These guys in like Sig Kai or some shit came and did the trick where they fill my hand up with flour,
Yeah.
and then tickle my nose with a feather and get me to smash myself.
Yeah.
And then they just, when I wasn't
There
doing
it
that,
is.
they were throwing handfuls of flour at me. So I get antiqued. I wake
Jizzy's
up.
here.
Jizzy's here. We've got Dr.
Dr.
Octopus now.
Octopus.
I met this guy and I was like, "What's your name?" And he was like, "You could call me Jizzy or Dr. Octopus." And I was like, "This is why I don't feel bad that I brought strangers in here."
Yeah.
Jizzy,
Yeah.
And he's also a raging alcoholic who probably doesn't pay rent. So
you look a little wet again today.
you're covered in hickeys too. And another person is, oh, it's Dino. I was going to say, this is starting to feel like the last episode of Frasier when it's a farce and there are 8 people just running around a house together.
Good episode.
Yeah.
So
Where
you're
can
switching-
I piss? I have to piss now.
You can piss in Ashley's lap. She would like that, I think. Or in her mouth.
golden
Yeah.
shower. No, but there's a bathroom right
There's
over
a
there.
bathroom over there. And
Here, Doc Ox, you want to sit down? I need to take this anyway.
I got to take a piss too. I think I might. Is it okay if I pee on your chest, Ashley?
Should we take a break?
Yeah,
Let's cut right here real quick.
Ollie, can I have you end this podcast? This looks really fun. Can you list everybody in this room that you could have sex with in order of first most to last most?
Yeah.
I mean, why not, dude?
Yeah, in order. Okay, guys, we're back. We're back.
And just to remind everybody who's in the room, we have
Yeah.
Leo Ottavio, Danny Mullen, we have Brooks, we have Harley. Then the off-camera people, we have Dino, Ashley, Priyank, Dr. Octopus, and Austin Schlosser. This is the strangest collection of men and women I've seen in this room ever.
I would
And
say yes.
It would be a shame for Holly not to rank everybody.
Rank
Oh,
one,
God.
one to whatever, and then we'll wrap up the pod. This portion.
I
Harley
do
looks
the-
very confident. You can tell Harley knows he's going to come out
I
on
was
the top.
doing it in my head, actually. I was like,
Ashley first.
No,
then
I
Priyank.
was like, this one, because obviously I'm super straight.
Yeah.
I have a vagina.
This one, that one. I never been with an Indian person for this.
That's good.
And then you're all like varying flavors of white, and like, I'm tired of that.
Sure,
so
sure.
I don't care.
It won't advance your career.
Yeah, you guys at that point.
Leo's
don't
not
care.
really that white.
Him at the bottom. I don't want to battle for dominance. You know? I don't want to do
So
that.
what you're
I'd
saying
like-
is you're a top and he's a bottom.
we would fist fight and then.
yeah, I don't want that.
They're both tops, dude.
We'll like fall in love doing something
I
like
think
that.
we end up missionary.
I'd rather a
missionary.
guy. I'd rather a guy I can
69.
hold
Very
down
passionate.
Oh, God.
easily.
Yeah.
Austin or no, because
Dino.
him being bigger and thicker than me will throw me off.
Fuck that,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Harley, that was a beautiful breakdown, actually. It
was.
Holly, I'm sorry I have to follow that, but let's
Yeah.
hear from the straight woman.
Okay, should I go from most likely to least likely or least
Yeah.
likely to most?
Likely is great.
Okay,
Yeah.
most likely, I love a man in power, so I'm going to put Danny as number 1.
Okay.
His name is on the channel after all.
True.
2, I might tie you 2 because I'd let you spit roast me.
Ooh, that'd be nice, dude.
Harley, there's going to be that battle for dominance again.
Yeah, no,
Tower.
that's fine. It's she's the one that's she'd be on the receiving end of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
We'd just be
we'd
locking eyes on
We'd
either
split
end.
that bitch in half. We'd have a
next to you,
switch
Harley,
on
come on.
her back with each of us. We'd be playing Smash Bros while we are the
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
That'd be
dude.
dope.
Yeah.
Perfect.
yeah.
I like some Mortal Kombat too. All right.
Okay, next would probably be Brooks because he's artistic.
Hey, I'm just like, if I'm in the
Wow, in LA, how'd you find an artistic guy in
No,
LA? It's so crazy.
Bye. Next,
So that's the top third, okay? So
top
that's
third, top 3. Yeah.
we can all be very proud of ourselves, boys.
Oh yeah, we made it.
Everybody on
Everyone
camera.
We made it. We made it.
Okay, next, I'd probably put Dino.
Okay.
Because he reminds me of everyone I had a crush on when I was obese in middle school.
Oh, he does.
You were like the skinniest one is what I want.
Yeah.
And if he was one of your high school bullies, he would have called you fat.
Oh, for
Make
sure.
no mistake about that. Right, Dino?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I was
he
kind of
likes to call chicks
I think
fat.
I would be into it. Sure.
Probably.
Okay, and then next, I'd probably do Austin.
Okay.
I'm
all
on,
right.
on the board.
Thank you,
He's on
Austin.
the
Yeah, it was
board.
getting dire.
He,
it was about to get very
he
dire.
invites me to parties, so I have
Sure.
to. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, and then next.
Everyone, how old is everyone? in
Dr.
here?
Octopus is
How old is everyone in here?
Everybody's 18, that's for sure. There's a range from 36 to who's the youngest? Probably Dino. Dino, or how old are you now? Fucking 19? You're 20. Okay.
Good. Okay. Just as long as there's a 2 in front. Good.
Yeah.
Quit acting all high and mighty, Harley.
Next would probably be. Sorry, what was your name, babe? Priyank. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Priyan, you're not last.
Yeah.
You ain't last, dude.
That would sell on OnlyFans, dude.
I like his bomber
A
jacket.
7-Eleven.
bomber
Yeah.
Dude, oh my gosh, all the Indian guys who followed you.
You need to get him tested and fuck him.
Holly.
If he fucked you in his 7-Eleven after hours in uniform,
Oh my God, they would
breaks
love
the
it.
internet.
That's
dude.
it, dude.
Breaks OnlyFans at least.
I'd pay $15.
Exactly.
Unlock the video.
That's right.
Yeah, I think we all.
I made the pricing up. I have no idea if that's. In,
It would be 40, but
40 for that one.
Yeah.
It's okay. Harley, would you pay 40?
I'd hit my boy up. I'd be like, what's that OnlyFans leaked Discord again?
Get a Reddit.
There we go. So you might actually make more charging 15.
That's true.
Think
yeah,
about
more
that.
people would buy it. I
But
suppose.
for right now, Ashley or Doc Ock? What's it
For
going to
the
be?
last.
See, I'm having a tough one with this one because I am only gay for pay. That's the only reason.
Well, Ashley has a dick.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It would still be
come
gay
on,
of
we're
her.
trying to be
It's still
more,
gay
yeah,
because
it's-
Ashley identifies as a woman. and I'm
That's
not
true.
gay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't say you can't.
And
say
she
the
was
P
high
word
up on
and be
my list.
transphobic all in one.
Yeah.
She was high up on my list, and I want to be straight. So
was
that's
second on his
gonna.
list.
I mean, yeah.
Harley shows her second.
And you know I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Harley, your list was again a work of art. So I don't even.
Doc Doc is
Yeah.
looking so sad right now, dude. We just were at the gym for like an hour and a half. I bet you our confidence was there, and you just tore him down.
He has sex with someone though, so I don't feel bad for him.
Exactly. He's got a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
He
He's a
literally
show
he's
off.
walked in
And
with
you
a
almost
hickey on his
destroyed
neck.
his
Yes, he did.
relationship with her. You remember that when we were camping?
Oh, because he asked to sodomize my asshole in
Yeah.
the tent.
We
That's
might
why
have
I've
produced
taken off
that
so many
a little
points.
bit.
Yeah, he
So,
did ask. He said
It was the proposal of the sodomizing my asshole that's put you at the bottom, Doc Ock.
That's
I
right.
apologize.
Whoa, you went for
No, it's
Ashley.
because he
Wow,
looks like
okay.
a problematic menace. Don't lie.
Yeah, he does.
We
He is
did
what he looks like.
Harley in a video. We were doing some like bachelorette shit because they would get us hammered, and that's at 2 or 3 a.m. You go into those confessional booths hammered. That's the only time you do those. So we put this guy in a tent, and we put a camera on him, and we were just knowing that he had a girlfriend. We were just asking him what he'd do to beautiful Holly over here.
High out of his head.
Oh, he was
on
so
acid.
fucked.
And then
We were in
his
the
girlfriend
desert.
called my wife, and then they're both like losing their minds, and I'm tripping out too, like big time.
Yeah,
because I
everybody's on.
accidentally got way higher than I thought I was going to, and Mudflap takes my phone because he's like, "You can't have your phone while you're tripping." And so my wife is like losing her mind, trying to call me. Cammy's trying to like, and it was like the whole night I'm just like tripping, like seeing her tits, like tripping and seeing her tits, and being like, "What's happening right now? Is this like some sort of Freudian thing taking place?" So I feel guilt, and I'm seeing my wife's tits right now. It was dark. The coyotes were howling. I don't know.
You seemed like you were having a good time.
It was.
fun.
It was.
It was a good set.
Yeah, it's because she went to sleep at 9 o'clock. You don't know what it was like at 4 a.m, like looking up at the moon, being like, "Why won't I stop tripping?"
That's true. I did go to bed.
Well, let's do some plugs right before we end the show. So Harley, where can we find you, my man?
I've been doing a podcast also on my Epic Mealtime channel, or you on all podcasts. I think Binge Eater podcast. I think you have to put in like Binge Eater and Epic Mealtime maybe because I think like Binge got it like a low key shadow banned, so you might have to put the whole thing in there.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's I do that and Epic Mealtime on whatever we do. You know, when I feel inspired, we'll make a video, or if like. I mean, if sponsorship comes through, make a video.
Gotcha.
But the podcast is you guys should come on.
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah, you guys should come on.
Let's do it.
You in LA?
No, but I will do a podcast on Thursday.
All right.
You like that?
I like that.
You don't have shit to do. I can see it in your face.
That's a man of your stature, physically, I'm not going to say no. Especially because I know, well, I don't know. You fuck for dominance. And you're not gay.
Very straight.
Yeah. You're going to fuck me straight like.
Yeah, like if I fucked you, I would pretend that you're a girl.
There we go.
Yeah, then it's not gay.
That's what I do to Ashley. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I knew you were fucking her in San Francisco.
Oh
I
my
knew
God.
it.
Oh
I
my
saw,
God.
I saw that. I was like, Danny's
my
fucking.
God.
Danny's fucking this girl for 100%.
Did you, were you, we're going to ask her in the next pod, but you were going to change your name to Tranny Mullen on Instagram, right? Yeah, she wants
What is your Instagram name now?
My main Instagram's no apology. It's my dead name.
No apologies.
But then you have Ashley Transdale too, right?
I'll be honest, that was for like my grinder original name.
Okay. Sure, Grinder.
Smart.
Yeah.
Obviously for work Instagram, but I have like a personal one.
Sure.
Check
That is a
out.
weird thing on Grinder. A lot of straight dudes on there looking, and it says trans only, and it's like that's a dark realm for you to exist in, my friend. Like having to see all this, but we need to get into that. Yeah.
Trans only. Well, Holly, where can we find you?
Instagram, I'm Holiday, and Twitter, XXX Holiday. I just posted something great. So
Having sex with somebody in it?
Yeah, no shit.
Who was the guy?
Who was I having sex with? I don't remember his name. It was a threesome with Alexis Morgan though. So
She's hot.
if you like fat asses, go click.
How was the guy's dick game?
Good, but I obviously not memorable because I don't remember his name.
Good looking guy?
Yeah,
Big cock?
huge cock.
Okay.
White guy from Miami.
Well, I don't know why I keep asking. It's fucking porn, Harley. Why do I keep torturing myself? But
Yeah.
Brooks.
Actually, I'm just about to switch over to start streaming on Twitch, so I'd like to plug my new Twitch and just painting with Brooks. Austin put it in the description, I guess, because
We'll see about that. We'll see about the description.
Yeah.
we'll see how sober
You got to
Austin is. when
say,
he makes
bro.
up.
I'll
He's
follow
a-
though. Painting with Brooks.
Yeah. It's just
I'll
a
check
very
that out.
chill,
Painting
like
with Brooks.
detailed, like.
Gotta make a
I'm wanting
kick
to move
also.
away from like my crazy sort of psycho streams I was doing.
You should
on
make a
YouTube.
kick also though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
I'm
should.
doing
That's
2
what
days.
Because then
I'm
you
doing.
can say the R word there.
Yeah, I don't.
That's important.
I don't-
All of them.
I am going to start a kick to try like 1 or 2 days a week, but then doing just Monday through Friday, like streaming. I am going to try kick as well though.
I just dual stream onto Kick and YouTube at the same time.
Oh yeah, but the problem with dual streaming is because I've tried it, is that the chat should be able to
All
like
right,
interact with
Brooks,
one
I'm sorry to
another.
interrupt. I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
too
cares,
bad. We don't need to
Yeah.
talk about this.
This is
Check out Painting on Brooks.
Cut it all out, Austin.
And check out the Leo and Danny Show Patreon where Leo and friends exist. We have a lot of episodes in the catalog now. So if you check it out, just $10 a month, you get a bunch of videos. A lot of crazy shit happen. A lot of our ex-crazy fans that were part of the channel. You know, a lot of episodes with them. So check it out. Thank you, Leo and Danny Show Patreon. And thank you and subscribe to the channel if you haven't too.
And Brooks, sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. People want to hear about your antics in the compound you live on, not about the difficulties of streaming on two platforms simultaneously.
Yeah.
Your cult, not the chat.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny.
No problem, man.
Peace.